Today we're going to be talking about graphing coordinate points. Remember, coordinate points are going to be the points that are in parentheses that has the x first and then the y. When you graph, you first go left or right, and then you go up or down when you're working with the x and then the y. On the graph below, there are already points on it. We're going to write the coordinate points from the graph. The first thing you want to do is start in the origin. The origin is going to be the center. So when I start, I'm always going to start at 0. I then am going to move left or right, followed by up or down. So let's start at the origin. In order to get to A, I'm going to have to go left. And I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know that the x-axis is going to be -5 because I went to the left. For the y, I'm going to have to go up, and I'm going up 1, 2 points. Since I went up, that's a +2. Let's go ahead and start over again for point B. So point B is going to go to the right. You go over 1, 2, 3, 4. +4 since you moved to the right. You're then going to start, and how many do you go up? And you would have to go up 1, 2. And since you went up, it's going to be +2. So your coordinate points for B is 4, 2. For letter C, again, we start in the origin at the 0. Now I'm not going to go left or right. I'm staying at 0. So my x-axis is going to be 0. But then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +6. So my y-axis is going to be +6, and my coordinate point is going to be 0, 6. Let's move on to letter D. Start at the origin again. You're going to have to go left, which means negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see that it's going to be at -7, and then you can also see that it's going to be at -7 for the y-axis. So your coordinate point is going to be -7, -7. For E, you don't move left or right at all. You start at the origin, and it's going to be on the 0 line. So your x-axis is 0. You then go down, and you can see that you went down to -6, so your y-axis is -6. Your number coordinate pair is 0, 6. Or I'm sorry, 0, -6, because remember you went down. If it was 6, you would have gone up, but instead we went down, so it's -6. For letter F, you start at the origin again. This time you're going to go right, which is positive numbers, so your x is going to be positive. You can see that you went over to the 6th line. And then you're going to go down, which means negative. And you can see that you went down to the -4 line. So your coordinate point is 6, -4. Remember that when you have a coordinate pair, the first number that is listed is going to be the x always. The second number is going to be the y. Remember that when you have the x, you're going to move right or left. If you move right, it's going to be a positive number. If you move left, it's going to be a negative. When you're on your y-axis, you're going to move up or down. Remember, up is going to be a positive number, and down is going to be a negative number. Remember always, though, to start at the origin. The origin is going to be the center point, or where 0 is located. By using these rules, you will be able to successfully plot as well as identify coordinate points on a graph.